Why at 92, I still hold the keys, wisdom from a long and healthy life. They told me decades ago to slow down, that my driving days were numbered. At 92, I chuckle at the memory as I still confidently navigate the roads. And remarkably, the last time a common cold even dared to trouble me was 30 years past. This isn't mere luck. It's the fruit of 5 deliberate habits, simple yet profoundly effective, that have woven themselves into the very fabric of my long and vibrant life. Allow me to share these cornerstones of my well-being, insights gleaned from years of listening to my body and embracing the wisdom of longevity. Perhaps they might inspire you to begin your own journey toward a healthier, more resilient future. Starting today, Habit 1, the 90-second morning ritual, awakening the body's potential. Before my feet even touch the floor each morning, I engage in a gentle ritual, a silent conversation with my body. It's not a strenuous workout nor a forced stretching routine, but rather a conscious good morning. A signal that today we move, we breathe, we live. This practice, embraced since my early 60s, stands in stark contrast to the abrupt awakening so common in our rushed modern lives. As a gerontologist once wisely explained to me, the body transitions from rest activity, and the initial 30 minutes upon waking are particularly crucial. Blood can be a little sluggish, joints a touch stiff, and the nervous system still stirring from its slumber. Most people jolt themselves awake, reaching for their phones, immediately immersing themselves in the day's demands. I've chosen a different path. Lying on my back, I begin with 3 deliberate, deep breaths, filling my lungs and gently awakening my internal landscape. Then I extend my fingers and wiggle my toes, followed by slow, mindful rotations of my ankles and wrists. This entire sequence takes a mere 90 seconds, yet serves as a potent message to every joint, tendon, and muscle. Wake up, you are needed. While it might sound deceptively simple, this tiny ritual initiates a cascade of positive physiological responses. It encourages blood flow to my extremities, floods my brain with oxygen, and cultivates a heightened awareness of my body's movement. This, in turn, significantly reduces the risk of falls, gently calms the nervous system, and invigorates circulation. Compelling research from institutions like the National Institute on Aging corroborates this wisdom, with studies indicating that older adults who incorporate gentle morning mobility exercises experience enhanced energy levels, sharper mental clarity, and improved balance throughout their day. It wasn't always this way. I recall my mornings in my 60s, a stiff, creaky ascent from bed, heavy legs leading me in a foggy daze to the bathroom. I even remember a clumsy stumble over my slippers, my feet not quite awake and responsive. It was then I realized the profound importance of sending a clear wake-up call to my body, lest it remain in a perpetual state of sluggishness. Now, this 90-second ritual precedes everything. My morning coffee, the news, it's non-negotiable. And if, on a rare occasion, I forget, my body gently reminds me with subtle stiffness, a quiet longing for the accustomed awakening. The true power lies not in the intensity of the movement, but in the unwavering consistency of the habit. It's this gentle repetition that gradually rewires the body for resilience and vitality, a principle supported by research from the Mayo Clinic, which highlights the potential consistent, low-intensity morning mobility practices in reducing inflammation markers, bolstering joint health, and even regulating blood pressure in older adults. This is an anecdotal. It's grounded in scientific understanding. The beauty of this habit lies in its accessibility. No need for elaborate yoga routines or expensive equipment. You don't even need to leave your bed. Just 90 seconds and a conscious intention to communicate with your muscles. We are partners in this journey of aging, and I urge you to consider, when was the last time you truly offered a mindful good morning to your body? Because aging isn't a sudden event. It unfolds in these quiet, often overlooked moments. And it's in these very moments that we hold the power to begin again, to cultivate habits that nurture a long and thriving life. Habit number 2, my daily 5-minute immune-boosting elixir. Following my morning movement, I partake in a simple concoction that has served as an unwavering shield against illness for over 3 decades. It's not a trendy supplement, a costly pill, or some overpriced internet superfood. It's a warm glass of water infused with the vibrant zest of lemon, the golden power of turmeric, and a whisper of black pepper. Simplicity itself. Yet this daily ritual is a powerhouse of well-being. It's the first nourishment I offer my body each day, priming my immune defenses, taming inflammation, and gently awakening my digestive system before I even consider breakfast. Let's explore its remarkable components. Lemon. Fresh lemon juice is a veritable flood of vitamin C, a potent antioxidant that acts as a vital support for white blood cell production, the frontline warriors of our immune system. The esteemed Linus Pauling Institute at Oregon State University has shown that vitamin C's benefits extend beyond mere illness prevention. It can also significantly shorten the duration of sickness, particularly crucial for us as we age. Furthermore, lemon juice acts as a gentle stimulant for bioproduction in the liver, promoting healthy digestion and aiding in the elimination of toxins. Have you ever noticed how digestion can sometimes slow down with age? Often. This is linked to lower stomach acid production, a condition that the acidity of lemon can help to address. Turmeric. This vibrant golden spice is a true gift of nature, renowned for its powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Its key active compound, curcumin, has been the subject of hundreds of peer-reviewed scientific studies, demonstrating its remarkable ability to lower inflammatory markers throughout the body. These markers tend to rise as we age, contributing to a cascade of age-related challenges, including chronic diseases, persistent joint pain, and even cognitive decline. Indeed, the synergy between turmeric and black pepper is a fascinating example of how simple combinations can yield profound benefits. As the study you mentioned in Frontiers in Pharmacology astutely points out, curcumin supplementation has demonstrated promising effects in bolstering immune function and mitigating oxidative stress in aging adults. However, the critical element often overlooked is bioavailability, how effectively our bodies can absorb and utilize this beneficial compound. This is where the seemingly humble black pepper steps into the spotlight. It's not merely a seasoning. It's a potent activator. Piperine, the bioactive compound responsible for pepper's characteristic pungency, acts as a remarkable enhancer of curcumin absorption, increasing it by a staggering factor, up to 2,000%. Without this crucial partner, much of the turmeric we consume passes through our system without being effectively utilized. It's a beautiful illustration of how nature often packages its gifts with their own keys for unlocking their full potential. Together, these 3 unassuming ingredients, the bright, cleansing zest of lemon, the earthy, golden power of turmeric, and the activating spark of black pepper, form what I fondly call my golden glass. This simple ritual takes less than 5 minutes to prepare each morning. I gently warm a cup of water, not boiling, just comfortably warm to sip. Then I squeeze in half a lemon, add approximately 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and finish with a small pinch of freshly ground black pepper. A quick stir, a mindful sip, and I allow this golden elixir to work its quiet magic. This isn't a fleeting trend I encountered online. It's a practice born from personal experience and a deep attunement to my body's responses. 3 decades ago, I was plagued by recurring sinus infections twice a year without fail. The winter months brought with them the familiar ache in my joints, and a persistent sluggishness often followed my morning meal. Within a mere 2 weeks of incorporating this simple golden drink into my daily routine, I noticed a remarkable shift. My digestion improved significantly. The uncomfortable bloating that had become a regular companion began to subside. My joints felt noticeably looser, less resistant to movement. And remarkably, without any other changes in my habits, a few months passed, stretching into almost a year without a single bout of illness. That was 30 years ago, and this golden ritual remains an unwavering cornerstone of my well-being. Do I still encounter viruses? Of course, the world is full of them, but my body no longer extends an open invitation. It's as if this daily practice has awakened my innate defenses, keeping them alert and prepared. This golden glass is more than just a beverage. It's a daily signal, much like my morning movement ritual, a gentle yet firm declaration to my body. Today, we are on offense. We are ready. It underscores a fundamental truth I've come to appreciate over my long life. True health doesn't always require expensive supplements or complex, restrictive protocols. Often, it's the small, consistent habits, the gentle whispers of, "I care about you," that make the most profound difference. So, tomorrow morning, before the toaster pops or the eggs crack on the pan, I encourage you to pour yourself something golden. And as you savor each sip, remember that you're not just drinking a beverage. You're making a powerful declaration. I choose health not by chance, but by conscious choice. Habit number 3, the anti-inflammatory walk that rebuilds me. My commitment to well-being extends beyond internal. Just as I nourish my body from within, I also understand the vital importance of gentle, consistent movement throughout the day. While many associate exercise with vigorous activity, I discovered the profound healing power of something far simpler, a daily 15-minute anti-inflammatory walk. Rain or shine, I step outside, leaving behind the distractions of headphones and phones, embracing the simple rhythm of movement and breath. In our results-driven culture, walking is often underestimated, seen merely as a default activity when more strenuous exercise isn't possible, a sort of backup plan. But at 92, I can attest that it's far more than that. It's a foundational pillar of my continued vitality. It's remarkable how shifting our perspective on something as fundamental as walking can unlock such profound benefits. Like you, in my younger years, I often equated fitness with high-intensity workouts, believing that sweat was the ultimate barometer of progress. However, the wisdom gleaned from scientific inquiry has illuminated a different path, one that emphasizes a consistent, gentle power of movement. That study you encountered, highlighting the multifaceted benefits of simply walking, reducing systemic inflammation, regulating blood sugar, boosting memory, and even significantly lowering the risk of mortality, resonated deeply with my own observations. It underscored the body's innate intelligence and its responsiveness to consistent, low-impact activity. It was a pivotal moment that steered me away from the pursuit of exertion and toward the embrace of rhythm. Walking, as you so eloquently put it, transcends mere locomotion. It's a symphony of subtle adjustments, a recalibration of our internal systems. With each step, we gently coax our joints back into fluid motion, stimulate the vital lymphatic system responsible for waste removal, soothe the often overstimulated nervous system, and even provide a gentle cadence for our thoughts to settle. The key, as I've discovered, lies in its daily practice. It's not about conquering vast distances or pushing oneself to exhaustion. Some days, my anti-inflammatory walk is simply a leisurely loop around the block, but the commitment to that daily movement is unwavering. It's not a matter of rigid discipline, but rather a recognition of the tangible consequences of its absence. On those rare days when life's demands encroach and my walk is neglected, I feel it. A subtle stiffness creeps into my joints. My thoughts lose their crispness, and my digestive system seems to murmur its displeasure. Conversely, the simple act of walking transforms me. My posture naturally aligns, my shoulders relax, my knees maintain their suppleness, and an undeniable sense of well-being washes over me. By the time I return home, I feel rejuvenated, as if a gentle reset button has been pressed. The scientific community is increasingly recognizing these benefits. As you mentioned, a study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine demonstrated that a mere 20 minutes of walking can significantly reduce levels of C-reactive protein, a key marker of inflammation in older adults. Furthermore, research from Stanford University has illuminated the remarkable link between walking and enhanced creativity and mental clarity, surpassing the effects of sedentary activities. However, It was a personal experience that truly solidified my understanding of walking's medicinal power. About 25 years ago, on a particularly busy morning, I decided to forego my walk, promising myself I'd catch up later. But the day unfolded with relentless demands, and for the first time in years, I felt an unfamiliar sensation. I felt old, not simply tired or physically sore, but a profound sense of aging, as if my joints were no longer truly mine, as if my lungs had forgotten the simple joy of a deep stretch. It was in that moment that I realized my daily walk wasn't negotiable luxury. It was essential medicine. Now, I approach my daily walk with the same reverence as a prescribed treatment. I choose supportive footwear, begin with a gentle pace, and focus on the rhythm of my breath. A deliberate 4-second inhale, followed by a calming 6-second exhale. I allow my arms to swing naturally, promoting an open and upright posture. And here's a subtle yet powerful addition. I consciously smile as I walk, not because I'm necessarily feeling ecstatic at that moment, but because the act of smiling itself triggers a cascade of positive physiological responses. It activates the vagus nerve, a crucial component of the nervous system that plays a significant role in regulating inflammation, heart rate, and even digestion. Research in psychosomatic medicine has even shown that smiling, particularly during physical activity, amplifies the stress-reducing benefits of movement. Our bodies are inherently designed for motion, and each step we take is a testament to that innate capability, a quiet declaration, I still can. So, if you find yourself feeling stagnant, fatigued, or mentally clouded, I urge you to bypass the need for motivation. Simply put on your shoes, open the door, and whisper to your body, let's begin again, because in the realm of well-being, motion is indeed life. Habit number 4, the one nutrient I never skip after 60. Beyond movement, nourishing our bodies with the right building blocks becomes even more critical as we age. There is one nutrient that has become absolutely non-negotiable in my daily routine for over 30 years. It's not a trendy vitamin or a newly discovered superfood. It's something far more fundamental: protein. When I entered my 60s, I believe I was maintaining a healthy diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and the occasional multivitamin. Yet, despite these efforts, I noticed a gradual decline in my strength. My energy levels would plummet by mid-morning, and I began experiencing frustrating memory lapses, forgetting names, misplacing keys, even questioning whether I had eaten lunch. Initially, I attributed these changes to the inevitable process of aging, but my insightful doctor offered a different perspective. You're simply not getting enough protein. It turns out that as we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing and utilizing protein. This means that contrary to the common misconception of needing less protein as we get older, we actually require more to maintain vital functions such as muscle mass, immune resilience, and efficient healing. This revelation prompted a significant shift in my breakfast habits. Gone were the days of simple cereal or toast. I embrace what I now call my brain and body breakfast. 1 boiled egg, a cup of plain Greek yogurt, a handful of walnuts, and a scattering of blueberries. This simple combination provides over 25 grams of high-quality protein, along with potent anti-inflammatory compounds, healthy fats, and brain-boosting antioxidants. It's not just about feeling full. It's about providing sustained fuel for both my physical and cognitive well-being. The importance of protein extends far beyond building muscle mass. It's a fundamental building block for our immune cells, which are literally constructed from amino acids, the components of protein. It's essential for the enzymes that repair and rebuild tissues throughout our bodies. And it plays a crucial role in the production of neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that keep our minds sharp and our moods balanced. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition supports this, demonstrating that older adults who consistently consume 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal tend to have greater muscle mass, fewer hospitalizations, and even longer lifespans. Furthermore, a study from Tufts University highlighted that seniors with higher protein intake exhibit stronger immune responses to both illnesses and vaccinations. It's not just about physical strength, it's about overall resilience. However, it's crucial to recognize that not all protein sources are created equal. That's why I prioritize complete proteins, those that contain all 9 essential amino acids that our bodies cannot produce on their own. Eggs are a nutritional powerhouse, boasting a perfect amino acid profile. Greek yogurt is another excellent source of complete protein, while also providing valuable calcium and probiotics for gut health. Walnuts, while not a complete protein on their own, contribute healthy omega-3 fatty acids and further anti-inflammatory benefits. And blueberries act as the antioxidant-rich glue that binds this nutritious breakfast together. This protein-rich breakfast doesn't just keep me feeling satisfied, it provides a sense of unwavering stability throughout my morning. I used to experience energy crashes around mid-morning, but now I glide through until lunchtime with the sustained energy of someone decades younger. Whether I have a busy schedule filled with meetings, long drives, or appointments, I feel sharp and steady, grounded in the foundational nourishment I provided my body. And while my go-to breakfast is often the egg, yogurt, walnuts, and blueberries, I'm not rigid. Some days I might opt for cottage cheese with flax seeds, a small portion of grilled chicken on sprouted toast, or even a flavorful lentil scramble if I'm feeling adventurous. But the underlying principle remains constant. Never skip protein, especially at breakfast. That first meal of the day sets the stage for how your body will perform in the hours that follow. You wouldn't fuel a high-performance car with fumes. So why would we do that to our own bodies? A protein-rich breakfast isn't a luxury. It's a vital lifeline, one you can embrace starting tomorrow, regardless of your age or past dietary habits. Because your body doesn't dwell on how old you are. It responds to how you nourish it today. Habit number 5, the daily mind trick that keeps me sharp and calm. There's a crucial aspect of longevity and well-being that often gets overlooked in discussions about diet and exercise, our mental landscape. In my experience, a healthy mind is the bedrock upon which a vibrant life is built. And here's a profound insight I've gained over the years, something no doctor explicitly told me. Your mind can often falter before your body does. If we truly aspire to stay young, both in spirit and in vitality, we must cultivate the health of our inner world. To this end, I've incorporated a simple yet remarkably effective daily practice I call mental tuning. Every single morning, before I engage with anyone or even check the weather, I dedicate 3 quiet minutes to this inner exercise. It's not formal meditation, nor is it therapy in the traditional sense. It's simply this: I sit still and vividly picture the kind of day I want to experience. I consciously steer my thoughts away from potential stressors, the looming traffic, the day's errands, the bills that need attention. Instead, I focus on cultivating the feelings I wish to embody. Calm, strong, steady, useful. Then, I mentally visualize myself moving to the day in that desired state. Confident behind the wheel, clear in articulating conversations, and at peace with whatever unexpected events may arise. This practice might seem insignificant, a fleeting moment of visualization, but in my experience, it's one of the most powerful tools I employ for maintaining my well-being. You see, our brains are remarkably responsive to the images and narratives we create within them. They often struggle to differentiate between a vividly imagined experience and one that is actually unfolding. By intentionally priming my mind with a vision of how I want to feel and navigate my day, I subtly begin to align my thoughts, emotions, and even my actions with that internal blueprint. It's a gentle yet persistent form of self-direction, a way of setting my internal compass towards a more positive and resilient state. That's not a motivational quote. That's neuroscience Dr. Joe Dispenza and researchers at Harvard have shown in fMRI scans that when people vividly imagine doing an activity, the same areas of the brain fire as if they were doing it in real life. Over time, this rewires your nervous system. In other words, you can train your body to become focused and sharp before you even leave the house. Why does this matter? Because chronic stress is the #1 immune killer, not germs, not genetics. Stress, it raises cortisol, which damages brain cells, weakens immunity, and even strips muscle and sinews we carry. Stress, differently, it shows up in confusion, fatigue, and illness that seems to come out of nowhere. But when you take 3 minutes each morning to tune your mind, everything shifts. Let me tell you a story. Years ago, I had a friend, same age, same health background, but he was always stress, news, politics, money. He lived in a constant state of fight or flight, and then one day he collapsed, heart issue, no. Warning, he recovered, but things were never the same. He asked me, how come? You're never rattled, don't you ever worry? And I told him, worry is a thief. And every morning I lock the door. It starts with intention, it ends with resilience. And here's the best part. When you train your mind to be still, your body follows your blood pressure, lowers your immune cells, activate your memory, sharpens you, even digest food better. A 2016 study from the University of Wisconsin-Madison found that just 5 minutes of daily mental rehearsal significantly reduced anxiety, improved focus, and boosted immune response. In the secret I haven't told you yet, adults over 65, and the results lasted weeks. So yes, I walk, I eat protein, I drink my turmeric tonic, but none of it would matter without this, because your thoughts shape your hormones, and your hormones shape your health. You don't need to be a monk or a guru. You don't need candles or mantras. Just sit, picture strength, picture joy, picture yourself behind the wheel, driving at 92, laughing at the traffic, never getting sick. And over time you'll notice something strange. It becomes real. So now you know, it wasn't luck, it wasn't genetics, it wasn't some secret I kept hidden for decades. It was 5 simple choices done daily, done consistently, 5 tiny habits that rewire my body and maybe even save my life. And the truth is, you don't have to be 92 to start. You just have to start the morning movement, the golden glass, the healing walk, the breakfast that builds a mind, that leads a body. They may look small, but they're mighty, because health doesn't vanish in an instant. It slips away in the things we skip, and it returns the same way in quiet choices that build back strength, thought by thought, step by step, bite by bite. So if you're still wondering if it's too late, let me remind you, you're still here, you still can, and you're already on your way. But here's the thing I haven't told you yet. There's one more secret I didn't share. It's the thing I do every single night, after the habits, after the meals, after the walking, and the thinking, something that repairs my body while I sleep. And science says it might be the missing key to reversing aging itself. We'll talk about that next time. Unlock your longevity. Subscribe to Healthy Body and Soul. Are you ready to take control of your health and embrace a vibrant, fulfilling life at any age? Join the Healthy Body and Soul channel and discover the powerful, science-backed secrets to a longer, healthier, and happier you. Learn simple yet highly effective daily habits for boosting your immune system naturally and staying resilient, reducing inflammation and alleviating age-related discomfort, enhancing mental clarity and focus for a sharper mind, maintaining strength and mobility to stay active and independent, cultivating inner peace and managing stress for emotional well-being, understanding the latest research on longevity and healthy aging. Stop feeling like age is a limitation. Our expert insights and actionable tips will empower you to rewire your body and mind for optimal health. Don't miss out on practical guides to implementing simple, life-changing habits, inspiring stories of individuals thriving in their later years, the latest breakthroughs in anti-aging and wellness. Subscribe to Healthy Body and Soul today and embark on your journey to a healthier, more vibrant future. Click the subscribe button now.